Hey everyone, welcome to the summer session of English 2089. My name is Daniel and I'll be your instructor through this wonderful world of English composition. This video is really just an overview of the class. I'm going to show you things like the syllabus, the schedule, the course website, things like that, just to sort of introduce you to all the different things that we'll be using. So, as you probably know, just log into your Blackboard page and our class should appear on the right over here. And when you click on it, it should pop up to this little page right here that has the link to the syllabus and the course schedule. So I'll show you both of these in a second. But first, I wanted to show you the different pages of the website. As you can see, there's not a whole lot over here on the left side. I try to keep it kind of minimalist so you guys don't have a lot to worry about and it's not very confusing. So this is the announcement page, obviously. This probably won't change. I'll probably just leave this announcement up. Instead, I'll probably email you with different class announcements because I figured that's a better way to get a hold of you. So I really just treat the announcement page as a link to the course syllabus and the course schedule. If you click on Course Overview, this is sort of the syllabus in web form, and it links to the entire syllabus. It links to this welcome video. It links to the syllabus and the course schedule again. And then it has information about me, like my email, my Skype name, things like that. So this course overview section isn't really important for the meat of the class, but it does give you an overview of what the class is all about. And a lot of it is, again, just repeated from the syllabus, so you may not spend a lot of time on this page. Office hours chat opens up a little office hour chat box that we can talk in. If you have trouble getting it to work, I kind of had trouble getting it to work this year. So if you do, we can always conference over Skype or email or some other means, but this is available to you if you wanted to chat over Blackboard. Probably the two main components of this online course are going to be these two things right here, the learning modules and then the discussion board. At the end of the day, there will be 3 learning modules, but they'll become available as we finish the first one. The second one will become available as we finish that one. The third one will become available. So I kind of have them in staged releases. So right now, only the first one is available, but again, there'll be 3 here once you finish the class. This module is where most of the work will be done, or these modules rather. So these have things like all the readings that you'll need, all the links to different outside sources that might be helpful, all the lectures. Keep in mind that some of these lectures are recorded for a previous class, so many of the dates in them may not match the dates in our syllabus. So when in doubt, always go with the date on our syllabus, and the dates in the videos may not be correct. So just keep that in mind. All the other information is good, but sometimes the dates might get a little messed up just because I didn't want to re-record the videos just to change the dates. And then the last thing are the collaborations. So we have the discussion boards and then the different peer response requirements and then the groups. I haven't set the groups yet just because I wanted enrollment to settle down before I did that. People are always adding and dropping in the first week of class, so I didn't want to set groups up only to have to change them again once people either dropped or added. So this really is the place where you'll do most of the work. Again, it has all the readings, all the videos. It also has a link to like the Module 1 overview, which I'll show you in another video. I have a video, as you can see here, on the introduction to Module 1 where I go over the whole assignment and all the requirements. And then finally we have the discussion board. And right now I only have the discussion board for Module 1, so I only have the forms that you'll need for that module. And again, once we get further in the class, I'll add more discussion boards, but I didn't want to sort of put them all on there so you have a lot to deal with. I try to keep things kind of as simple as I can, as easy to understand as I possibly can. So that's really the website. Again, you can click on here to get my grades. You can send me email, but that's really the 2 main things you'll be using are the learning modules and the discussion board. So you'll spend most of your time in these 2 these two sections. That's really it for the website. If you have any questions, though, feel free to email me, and I can definitely help you out with that. The last thing I wanted to do in this video was show you the syllabus and the schedule. So if you just click on this button, it'll bring up our schedule. As you can see, there's me. This class is the full summer semester, so it goes from May 9th to August 6th. That gives us plenty of time to do everything. I've taught this class before in like the A session or the B session in the condensed version, and that's really hard for students to get everything done. But since we're the full summer semester, we have a little bit more time, and the deadlines aren't quite as strict. So that's good for you. Again, I'm Daniel. This is my email. It's probably the best method to reach me. If you send me an email, I will probably get back to you within 24 hours. However, I do get a lot of emails, so if I don't get back to you within 24 hours, feel free to email me again. I may have, looked at it and said, oh, well, I'll get to this later and just forgotten. I may have lost it in my giant digital pile of internet emails. So if I don't get back with you within 24 hours, just send me another email. I won't get mad at you. Like, I'll know it's probably my fault that either, I missed your email or I didn't respond to you. So if I don't get back to you within a day, send me another email and I'll get back to you then. But yeah, email me any questions you have. I'm pretty good about checking my email and getting back to you. So just keep that in mind. Another thing, under the discussion board, I also have a question forum. It's also good to ask questions here, just because if you have a question, you're probably not the only student with that question. So if I answer it on the question forum, that gives other students a chance that maybe also have that question but didn't want to email me because of crippling social anxiety or something like that. It gives them a chance to get their question answered too. So the Module 1 question forum is another place for you to ask questions about any of the assignments in that first module. The general forum is, again, just for questions that may not fit in the other forums, but you can always ask questions on here or through email. It's really just up to you. I'm also available for like office hours. Like I said before, I can do Blackboard chat, but I can also do Skype. Here is my Skype name. I will be on Skype every day from 2 to 3 p.m. If you just wanted to sort of drop in and talk to me. Although I know that because it's summer, many of you are probably working or might be working full-time jobs, the standard 9 to 5, maybe a co-op or an internship, something like that. So I know this 2 to 3 p.m. time on Monday and Thursday may not work for you. That's totally cool. I'm available in the evenings or the weekends if that works better for your schedule. If you wanted to set up a conference or if you wanted to set up just like an office meeting, a digital office meeting, I guess. I'm available again on evenings and weekends. Just email me and let me know what your schedule is like. And I'm pretty flexible. I'll be able to meet you whenever works best for you. I mean, if you want to meet at 2 a.m. on a Tuesday morning, like I could probably even accommodate that. I might not be all there in the head. I might be a little hazy from just having woken up for our impromptu middle of the night conference, but I will be there. So again, whatever fits into your schedule, I'll be able to figure something out for our conference. Some other things, again, I try to respond to emails within 24 hours. If I don't, remember to email me back and I'll be sure to get to you. I'll always be there for Skype and Blackboard chat, and I'll try and, be respectful to y'all. I try to be a nice guy and not a jerk dictator in my class. All right, so here's the main part of the syllabus. Again, it has my name, my email, my Skype, all that stuff. And then it has a description of the course. So English 2089 is really about looking at how different people communicate. So looking at the kinds of languages that they use to communicate, and also the genres they use to communicate. So do they communicate through email, through video, through newsletter, and why do they use those genres to communicate? So really, at its most basic form, it's looking at the how and the whys of communication. So really there's three assignments. The first one is looking at literacies, so the languages that people use to communicate. That's the first module. The second module is looking at genres, so what forms do people use to communicate? And then the last assignment is a discourse community assignment, where we kind of look at both literacies and genres together uh, as they appear in a certain group. So we kind of work up to that last assignment. The first one, again, is going to be on literacy, and I'll be going over that in a different video. But really, by the end of the class, you should have a pretty good idea about the tools that people use to communicate. And not only that, but you should be able to look at a specific group of people, whether that be a UC club, a fraternity or sorority, some professional organization or nonprofit, really any group of people, you should be able to look at that group and decide, okay, what languages have sort of developed within this community, and what genres have developed within this community, and why? Because once you ask that why question, it'll give you a hint about something about that community, what they believe, what they value, what their morals are, something like that. So really, this class is about giving you tools and some concepts that you can then use maybe later on if you were ever thinking about, why are these people either using this communication method, or why do these people use this kind of language, that sort of thing. Also, we'll be building on many of the same skills that you learn in English 1001. So those are things like doing research, although the research in this class is a little bit different than the kind of research you might be doing in English 1001. So in some ways, it's really there to give you another piece of the sort of the overall research picture. Other things are, of course, just focusing on writing good arguments and also writing different kinds of papers, because that academic sort of argument essay that you write in English 1001 is definitely one kind of essay, but there's other kinds of writing that you can do, and this class is also about exposing students or helping students write other kinds of things that may not be that academic essay. So for example, the first assignment is a narrative, which is more like a nonfiction story about yourself than it is like an argument. So you'll write that very differently than you write your English 1001 academic essay. So this class is about building on those skills from English 1001, and then also introducing new skills to you that you may not have learned in English 1001. This is all just kind of administrative stuff, so make sure you've taken English 1001. There's no textbook for this class, so good on you. Don't got to spend that money on a needless textbook. All the readings are posted on Blackboard. I showed you where those were, but I'll show you again under Learning Modules. Right here are all the readings. Here are like the articles, and these are just like additional readings that might be helpful for you. So all the readings will be on there. Sorry, I misclicked there and stopped my recording. But again, here are the readings that you'll need and any additional readings. And then back to the syllabus. That's the syllabus. I just wanted to show you the schedule real quick. Again, it's either in the course overview page under course schedule, or under announcements, there's also a course schedule. And this pulls up this nice little graph that goes over every assignment from now until the end of the course. The first module runs from May 9th to May 27th, and your first actual full paper, well, the draft of it is due Friday, May 20th, and then the final is due Friday, May 27th. So you have about a month to work on this, so more time than you would have in the other sessions. In my overview of Module 1 video, I will go over Module 1 in a bit more detail, but just know that the schedule is here, and this has all the due dates, all the assignments, every sort of date that you will need for the class is on here. I think that's really it. But if you have any questions, feel free to email me, and I will get you an answer. If you have any other questions or concerns, feel free to email me, and I will help you out that as well. Other than that, head on over and watch the Module 1 video on Blackboard. It's right here. and that should give you an overview of the first module. Well, I'll see you there.